Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. It's a new day, so I ran around here and collected all these studs before when I logged in a second time. So if the time and coins are a little bit off, that explains that. Today is the day, I guess. We have this Grievous intrigue with General Grievous that we're gonna fight him, and then we're gonna find out where the rest of this game goes and what it is. Uh, if I recall correctly, which I may not, what it does is it unlocks a couple more real-time strategy things that it's going to want us to play. And that means we're going to have to do a lot of real-time strategy things to some extent. And I'll probably just try to rush through those because certainly they're not going to be fun. I definitely do recognize in myself that even at the beginning I was not actually acting like I was giving the real-time strategy levels a fair chance, and I was down on them and not happy with them, and that's because I actually remember them from the first time I played the game and a couple of years ago. And here's a new character. Interesting to see a new character as we are finishing up the story mode. So yes, I would say I'm not really being super objective about the real-time strategy to begin with, because I call it. Who is this character? We have a clone trooper and Koth, and it seems just like that first level in Lego Star Wars 1. We're on the other side of the ship that we use as the hub world. We're just looking at it. Here's a great trick for, I suppose, for the video game developers to reuse something that already has been created. Am I supposed to just fight General Grievous? Because this is working perfectly fine. And the smoke tells me that I'm not supposed to fight him. And am I supposed to kill these assassin bots? Yeah, I guess I'm just supposed to take out these waves of enemies. And why not use this concept more in this game? The idea that you're stuck behind a door and enemies are coming in and attacking you, and you have to eliminate the enemies before you can move forward. Although I don't know if I'm going to move forward. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just 15 minutes of actually of staying right here and fighting. And this guy has got silver hearts. See, it would be a lot better if we were up here fighting. Yes, and so I did need to hit him with a box. Okay, that's good to know. So we did need to bring him to further back here. It's a little strange that the game didn't have him jump this way. Alright. That worked. And he gets captured, which is a little weird to play a level and then lose, but it's not unheard of in storytelling. It it's probably very prevalent when you convert something like a book or a movie to a video game. I doubt very many video game writers would internally have you play a level and then be captured after that level, because it kind of undercuts the agency of the player, whether they have any control of the story or not, or whether they feel like they have any control of the story or not, because in all actuality they don't ever have any control of the story. Even in when you're playing something like The Walking Dead, where you can get different outcomes for a few events, at the end of the day the story is mostly the same. I guess Minecraft story mode would be a good comparison. It would have also been a decent game to air during this time slot. I wonder if I did air it during this time slot. I don't even remember. So we're in a hallway again. But I'm not complaining. I'd much prefer wandering around bland and hallways versus doing a real-time strategy level. In a lot of ways, though, I think probably the Minecraft story mode didn't play as well because it wasn't very much a game, even compared to something like this. Like, I think I'd prefer to not have any story, which is basically what's occurring right now, because I'm not reading the dialogue, and I'd rather be able to jump around and collect things and kill enemies than do what you did in Minecraft story mode, which was walk around areas that really didn't have anything to do with anything. You would walk down basically empty halls. Am I supposed to break these things? I can't go through that shield, so they've created some kind of enemy shield thing, and the game's locking up. Alright, so if I turn off this side and the other side, then the shield will go down. So I was on the right path, just not doing everything necessary. You see, there's a collectible we can tell inside this silver piece, so we can't get it until free play mode. So this one, and then this one. There we go. Like, I can put that one there. That's fine. But I won't get the others. Like, well, I might get the others, but I won't get the one I'm missing. Unless there's a different collectible in the silver things. Trying to get as much coins, studs, as possible. We still are 250,000 short of getting score times 4, and we are close to halfway through the game by my guess, which may not be accurate at all. And I'm not as far ahead as I'd like to be. Mostly because I've accidentally purchased things which weren't really my fault, because the buttons are in the wrong layout for this one game. And I don't know why. So we gotta now wait. I need this guy here, the silver one. I need to hover him and have him aim at the gold thing. And we'll have them hit this gold thing too while we're at it. Are there any more gold things that this guy will aim at? Well, there's one over here. That's 2 out of 3. Is there another one over here? Should I bother to wait to get the other gold piece over there, or should I just call it a day? You follow me. Everybody, come this way. See, pretty much everybody else stops even shooting at me when I do that, so I think that was worth it. And let's see, probably worth the effort to do this, and then, wow, he did some kind of force move. Or you push the air. So if by the time we're done with this level we have 100,000, then we would need 1.5 more levels. See, it's another example of them using some kind of weird tractor beam technology that I'm not sure even exists in the Star Wars universe. There must have been a scene where they used a tractor beam on a ship. Must have been. They got the Millennium Falcon or something in a tractor beam or something like that. But even if they had done that, does that inherently mean that they've miniaturized that technology to the point where they can chain people up with electrical chains? Here's a problem. Apparently I can't break this box, so I'm supposed to what, plug this? 1 of 4, and then two of 4. I don't know what are we actually capable of doing this? 3 of 4. And over on this side we don't see anything. So 4 of 4. Another collectible done. I need this head. No, give me your head. We've done this gag several times, but oh well. Release the guy. And the video locks up. Now, right now, that's 14 minutes of gameplay. There is really no reason here that needs to turn into more gameplay. We could have been done with the level after that rescue mission, and then this could have been the next level, and that would have worked pretty well. Let's see. Let's just continue running this way and see where this ends up putting us. Well, it puts us all the way over here. Am I supposed to do something with this? Why can these pieces be removed? See, I don't know what exactly, if anything, is supposed to be happening there. Seems like we may very much find out that there's nothing going on. Some of these Lego pieces look really bad. Like, when you look at the bottom of these Lego pieces, they just are textures. No 3D modeling. And this game is not working the way I'd like it to. I should turn off vertical sync, honestly. Yeah. We only use vertical sync in one place, so it's better to have that off for every other place, because it increases the amount and the duration of lagging slightly. I really wish some programmer could tell me what is going on with this engine. That it's just so incredibly laggy and broken. There is this guy that works on probably not Lego games, but other games as soon as they come out, and tries to make them run better, because the porters just seem to not even really know their own programming that well, or they. I guess the argument has to be made that there's actually a lot of people out there that can only do the job in an unsatisfactory way, and that's all people really care about when they're making PC ports, sometimes, depending on the video game company. And therefore, that's all the budget, and so the work goes to the lowest bidder. I think I'm supposed to hover this guy somewhere. Now we are up in the front, and the game seems to be intentionally doing that. Not the greatest place to have a fight. Like, I understand the concept here, and it would look really cool in a movie sequence or something to have a fight in a really tight location. But as far as a video game, it just causes trouble. And this droid cannot hurt me at all. And so they're making us do it twice, which is repetitive. And we're running down this way after General Grievous. Now Anakin's upside down. And so, like, this again, that was only 5 minutes, but that would have been a fine 5 minutes fight, really. And it doesn't make a lot of sense that we need to beat him. Look at, he's gonna completely defend and block anything. And so what am I supposed to do? Sneak up behind him and stab him? So they just double team him here. And see, this makes not the most amount of sense that then there is also this secondary section that's happening with another group of people in the middle of that fight. That fight could have gone for longer, but I figured out the trick early. Still haven't figured out if he's a robot or not. And so they're into another section, and now they want a flying section here. Again, why is this not completely separate? Like, we've been playing for 20 minutes. It really doesn't make a lot of sense to be limited here. Let's see. Are there more than one? Oops. So apparently he just fell out of the ship. And so if you go anywhere that direction, it blows you up. If you go the other direction, it blows you up. Let's go ahead and land here. And you can see that this character is coming over here to meet up with the other characters. And they're right above him. And that helps. That helps the other group switch back. Is that seriously all we can do right now? Because I guess it is. Because now we've got to, with these characters, take down the shield. As soon as the game decides to stop logging up. Come on. Hey, how about you move out of the way? So this double jump won't work. So you can pull away from the, over there. Oh, well, that certainly makes that easy. Once I realize what's going on. This might be a good place to get some studs right there. No, it doesn't stop. Well, it does stop. That's the problem. If there was a single place that constantly gave me studs, I could just go away from keyboard, AFK, and leave it running for a few hours. Which, until you have 100% and it starts raining studs in the few Lego games where that happens, that's the only opportunity I've ever seen where you could get an infinite number of studs, or a massive amount. And pretty much, I think the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga is the only game we've seen so far that has a limit on the maximum number of studs you can collect too. So that'll be interesting to find out if that is a continued thing that we see in Lego Star Wars 3. So I want this, and then this, and then this. I'm not sure I can make it up to that point, but whatever. Yep, you can make it up there. Okay. long time ago we already made it to True Jedi, so even in their establishing of how much they thought we were going to do. Well, I guess I do have score times 2 on also, so I should hit True Jedi when you're about 50% done with the game with a level. But this is a long one. They've been all very long. So we gotta switch now over here. Get the missiles. Where are they? Fire, 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 fire. And in one smooth step, we've done it. And so we can now land and put everybody together. And again, at 26 minutes, this would be a fine point to end the level. This guy, I guess the running gag in this is he loves coffee, which I'm not even sure that coffee is a thing that exists in the Star Wars universe. I assume that's in the cartoon. I'm a little confused about General Grievous here. All I think about when I see that guy Erath Koth, I think he's just a Klingon from Star Trek. We are almost there. How many studs short are we? We are 72,000 studs short. That's the most number of mini-kit pieces I think we've collected so far. Wasn't that the final level though? And yeah, finish the story. So General Grievous, well, oh yeah, General Grievous though has to be able to continue. Now is the character on the right a female? It kind of looks female. It's hard to even tell. I'm going to say something that's potentially sacrilegious here, but maybe they should use the Lego Friends designs for minifigs in the game. I know we've had the minifig for many decades, but frankly, the Lego Friends idea does make those characters, those dolls, they're called dolls instead of minifigs, look more human-like. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to take that jump mentally. Well, I can definitely say that I love the General Grievous way more than I loved the other two. The first path we took here, not too bad. Let's see. And we've got some new things here. So we started here at the Genosian Arena, and I really hated this blue path, and I love the green path, and the game's locking up. And then this green path went to this point, and then it comes back around, and it all merges into the Xylo Beast. And the levels on the purple path were pretty good too. So now the craziness would be if we clicked on this and it gave us 3 new paths. Highly unlikely. I mean, there's one planet here that we didn't really do anything with, and that's kind of it. And for all you know, this one planet right here might be the planet that Luke is on, or Luke ends up on, whereas every other planet. So there's a final level we're gonna have to do, and that explains why nothing unlocked here. And you had to do all 3 of the story paths before you unlocked it. Gosh, game, quit locking up on me. You treat me so bad, Lego games. You really treat me so bad. It's an abusive relationship here. They are making me suffer just for a small amount of enjoyment. Yeah, is it really worth collecting all these things? I'm not certain it really is. The number of characters we've unlocked shows that there's quite a few more to get at. And remember, this is like a brand new day for me, too. So this game hasn't been running for hours, and that's why it's locking up. It's just locking up. And it doesn't fix itself if you leave it running for hours either, because I've done both. I've tried every trick I can think of, but nothing short of it getting a patch, which I imagine that's what we need. Instead of modders adding new content to games like Skyrim mods we just need patches more in the video game universe. Like, I would hope that the creators of games would pay modders to patch their games, and we've seen them start to think about doing things like that, but frankly, there's not enough market pressure on them to fix their games. They make their sales by selling broken games because people don't bother to ask for refunds, and I am totally part of that problem because I have all these Lego games. As far as TT Games knows, I love the Lego games. I have no problems with them. I've never asked for a refund or anything like that. Or in any other way complained. So we're at 968,660 studs. I could probably run around the open world and get to the million and get the score multiplier, but it's not really worth my time. We've got 4 of the 18 red bricks, which all I believe are on this hub ship or some hub of some sort. There may be a secondary hub somewhere. We've got 35.8% of the game done. I'm surprised we even got that high. I thought it would be less than 30. And then we have 25 of 130 gold bricks, so there's still 105 to collect. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.